Happy morning, students. Welcome to grade 6 English class. Today we are going to learn our fifth chapter, grammar. Children, today we are going to learn our fifth chapter, grammar. The title is preposition. Preposition is our fifth chapter, grammar. Look at the spelling for the preposition. 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 Look at the title, children. Preposition is our, that is fifth chapter, grammar. Here preposition means it is a word. Preposition means it is a word that is used with a noun or pronoun, and it connects it with the other words in a sentence. So again listen, children. Preposition means it is a word that is used with a noun or pronoun and connects it with the other words in a sentence. Now let's learn the brief explanation and rules of preposition. Look at this picture, children. A ball is there, a red color ball. Where it is, look at the first picture, there is a first image. It is inside the box. Inside. The second one is on, at, near, under, over, below, above, around, through, among, between, behind, in front of. These words are known as preposition. These words are known as preposition. That these words are used to join a noun or a pronoun with other words in a sentence. Further, we are using the words such as inside, on, at, before, near, under, below, above, around, through, among, between, behind, and in front. These words are used. Look at the definition for preposition. That is, what is a preposition? A preposition connects a noun with or without an article or pronoun to some other word. That is a preposition. A preposition is a word. Listen carefully, children. A preposition is a word which connects a noun. Noun means it is the name of a person, place, animal, or thing. Or a pronoun. That is, a pronoun means it replaces the noun. Instead of noun, that is for a name. A boy named Ragul. And what is the pronoun for Ragul? He. So, the preposition connects a noun or a pronoun to some other word which is mentioned in a sentence. It connects the word to give a full meaning. It gives the word preposition used to give a complete meaning to your sentence. That is with the help of a noun, and it connects the other words in a sentence. That is known as preposition. Prepositions are the little words of English. That is the words, the preposition words. What is the example you have seen? That is the in, on, out, above, below. These are the small words in English. The small words are known as preposition. See, now look at the example. It stands on hills. Where the object it stands? On hills. The swagman jumped into a billabong. Into. England is over the sea. Where is England? Is over the sea. Here we have used the preposition up, on, into, over. These are the preposition words. Here we have used to complete the sentence and to give a meaningful sentence. It stands on hills. On. The word on represents the preposition. That is, it connects the noun or a pronoun with other words in a sentence. That is known as preposition. Now again learn the definition, children. A preposition is a word which is placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with something else in the sentence. That is, a preposition can be defined as a word or group of words used before a noun or pronoun to show its relation to another word in a sentence. The first type of preposition is time. Prepositions of time. What are the words we can use to represent as preposition of time? That is in, on and at. These are the three words point out the time as a preposition in a sentence. That is in, on and at. Prepositions of time. Common prepositions of time are before, after, between, by and up to. These are the common preposition words which we are using. Look at the example. Everybody is nervous before examinations. Say everybody feels nervous when that is a before we are entering to the exam. Everybody is nervous before examination. Now let's see the preposition words with explanation and with the example. Prepositions of time. What are the prepositions of time? The words. Let's see, the first one is the during. Used to say when something happens. It indicates, that is, it says that when something has happening, we are pointing out the preposition word as during. Now look at the example. We stayed at a student hostel during the conference. Here what is the preposition word? It indicates the time. When we stayed there, during the conference. We stayed at a student hostel during the conference. That is a particular time. We are pointing out the time here. We stayed at a student hostel during the conference. For that purpose, here we have used the preposition of time. What is the preposition used? During. It indicates the particular time. Used to say when something happens. We stayed at a student hostel during the conference. The next one. For. Used with a period of time. For. It is used as a period of time. For. The preposition word for is used in a particular period of time. Look at the example. I'm just going to bed for 2 hours or so. Here we have point out the timing, specific timing, a particular time from this time to this time. So for that we are pointing as for. I'm just going to bed for 2 hours. How many hours? For 2 hours. Only we have point out here for only 2 hours. So for 2 hours. For is used with a period of time. It gives the particular time. There is a period of time. The next preposition of time verb until or till. Where you have to use this preposition until or till. Used as a preposition means up to the level where it is from here to there. Which level? Till is used as a preposition word to point out till. That is to point out up to the level, up to. We wait till or until 6:30 for you. Here you can use either the word as till or until according to the sentence. We wait till 6:30 for you. Till this, up to this time I will wait for you. Up to. So we are, used as a preposition means up to. Till and until are used to point out up to. The timing as up to. The next is since. Since is very important, children. Listen carefully. Since. Refer back to a previous point in time. We are recalling the previous point in time. For that purpose, we have to use the preposition as since. Now look at the example. 40 years have passed away since they met. The two friends have met before. That is 40 years. Since 40 years have passed away since they met. So here since is used to refer back to a previous point in time. We are recalling. The next preposition of time, that is a from to show when something begins and ends. It gives a starting point. The preposition gives a starting point and also the ending point to show when something begins and ends. Look at the example. Her visit will extend from Monday to Thursday, from this day to that day. Here we have mentioning the beginning of the exam, that is her visit from the beginning point until the ending point up to this. It is a confirmative word. Her visit will extend from Monday to Thursday. The preposition here we have used the word as from, and it would continues the word and it ends with to. Her visit will extend from Monday to Thursday. That is, it begins, the preposition used to begin something and ends also. The next preposition of time. What is the next preposition word? Ago. To talk about past times in reference to the current moment. We are pointing on, we are relating this moment, that is a current moment, with the past time. We are indicating this particular moment, that is a current moment, with the incident which happened in the past. For that purpose, we have to use the preposition of time as ago. Look at the example. He left the house over an hour ago. When he left the house over an hour ago. He left the house when over an hour ago. It is a past, but still also in the current moment he is not in the house. So what is it? It points out the times in reference to the current moment. At the present time he is not in the house. Where he is? He left the house over an hour ago. This is the correct example for ago. The next preposition of time, before. Refer to a point in time before a specific time in the past. Before. It's referred to a point in time before a specific time in the past. Look at this example. She is always up before dawn. It is a usual habit. Refer to a point in time before a specific time in the past. That is, when you are pointing out a particular incident in the past, before that, what is the specific time? In the past, before a specific time, it is mentioned. That is known as, for that purpose, we have to use the preposition as before. She is always up before dawn. The next preposition word, by. Not later than or any time until this point. He had promised to be back by 5 o'clock. Here we have mentioned the time as by. Not later than, but is a nearby or any time until this point. We are pointing that timing here. For that purpose, we have to use the preposition as by. It gives the point, not later than or any time until, up to this, until this time, by this time. So we are using the preposition word as by. He had promised to be back by 5 o'clock. The next preposition word, after. After. Used when we want to say later in time then. It is used to say after that, later in time then, next to. Next to, after completing this, the next work. What is it? Then for the word, instead of the word next, we are using the preposition as after. I felt fairly easy after taking the medicine. I felt comfortable after taking the medicine. So, I felt fairly easy after taking the medicine. To. It is very important. The preposition word as to. Telling the time when referring to the number of minutes before the hour. It's a quarter to 2. Say, telling the time, it is to. The word to, the preposition word to is used to tell the time when referring to the number of minutes till this time. It's a quarter to 2. It's a quarter to to the number of minutes before the hour. Before the hour, we can use the preposition as to. The next one, past, used to tell the time. It's a 5 past 10. Only past we can use to mention the time. Between and. It's somewhat similar how we have written the word as a from to. The same way, between and. To talk about time that separates 2 points. Time which separates the 2 points. They look at the example, children. They lived in New York between 1998 and 2004. That is it indicates the time that separates the 2 points. They lived in New York between 1998 and 2004. It separates the 2 points. The last one, within. It is used to talk about during a period of time. Look at the example. You should receive your reply within 7 days. It used to talk about during a period of time. Used to talk about during the period of time. You must receive a reply within 7 days. From within this 7 days, either in the first day or it may be in the second day or third or fourth. That is within 7 days, within these days. So for that purpose, we are using the preposition as with. This is very important, children. That is a preposition of time. That is a preposition of time. The preposition of time are used to show the time and date of events, activities and situations. Okay, it is very important, children. Preposition of time are used to show the time and date of events, activities and situations. And these are the preposition words used to fulfill the sentence, that is to join the noun or pronoun with the other words in a sentence. The next is the prepositions of place. Some prepositions show where something happens. They are called prepositions of place. It pointing out the place. That is the first we have learned the preposition of time. The next one is the preposition of place. That the preposition of place indicates where something happens. Where, W-H-E-R-E. Where something happens. That is known as prepositions of place. Some prepositions show where something happens. They are called prepositions of place. Now look at this example, children. Sani was sitting under a tree. What is the preposition here? Under. How you have identified that? Under is the preposition word. Sani was sitting. Where he is sitting? He is sitting under a tree. Under. It is a place. We were pointing out the under is a place. Sani was sitting under a tree. Under indicates the place. So the word under is the preposition of time. Let's see the next one. There's a wooden floor underneath the carpet. So there is a wooden floor underneath the carpet. When you remove the carpet, we can see the wooden floor. So where is the wooden floor? It is underneath the carpet. There's a wooden floor underneath the carpet. Look at the next one, third example. Some geese flew over their house. Some geese flew where? Over their house. The word over indicates the preposition of place. Where the geese flew over their house. The next one. John and Sarah were hiding inside the wardroom. Where they hide? Inside. It is the place. The next one. There was a tree beside the river. Where was the tree? The tree was where? It beside the river. Where is the tree? The tree was that there was a tree beside the river. The river is there. Where is the tree? Beside the river. The word beside indicates the place. I have a friend who lives in America. So, what is the preposition word here we have used? In. I have a friend Who lives in? Where he lives? He lives in America. So in, the word in is the preposition that indicates the place. That is preposition of place. Preposition of place means it shows where something happens. Where. WHERE. Where something happens. Look at the usage of the preposition of place, where you have to use the preposition at. At 734 State Street, at the corner, at the bus stop, at the top of page. Here the preposition at used to point out. The word at used to point out. At the top of page, at the end of road. It used to point out the preposition of place which show the position of people, place and things. It points out the position of the place of people, place or things. For that purpose we are using the preposition, that's at the bottom, at the door, in. Where we have to use in England, in London. For the place, for the name of the place, it indicates at the specific place. At the specific place. At the, what is it? In England or in London. We are pointing out for a specific one. In indicates area, usually a ground or place enclosed by boundaries. For that purpose, we have to use the preposition as in. Again listen children. In indicates area. It is usually a ground or place enclosed by boundaries. That is in England, in London, in a boat, in a helicopter. Likewise. The next is the preposition word, that is on. O-N, on. This word on indicates a line or surface in sphere. It points out a line, L-I-N-E, line or surface in sphere. The place is thought of in terms of length but not breadth or depth. On a bus, on a horse, on the radio, on the television, on the phone, likewise. That is the word on indicates a line or surface in sphere. The place is thought of in terms of length but not breadth or depth. Again listen children, that is the preposition of place means that preposition of place, it shows the position where. The word position means where. The position of people, place and things. These are the preposition of place. That is the examples of preposition of place. These are the words, that is at, in, on. We can use as preposition of place in a sentence. The next one is the prepositions of movement. Prepositions of movement show movement from one place to another. The preposition word indicates that to move from one place to another place. The change of place, that is a movement. Movement means the change of place, that is from one place to another place. Prepositions of movement show movement, that is the changes from one place to another place. Then let's see the examples and the explanation of movement. That is the prepositions of movement, where you have to use this type of preposition in a sentence. The first one is to, is very important. Used when there is a specific destination in mind. I am going to the doctors. Listen, to the doctors. Where are you going? I am going to the doctors. Doctor, to. Are you going to the party? Look at the word, the preposition word to, used when there is a specific destination in mind. We are keeping in a mind. We are keeping this as a mind. For that purpose, we are moving there. Why we are moving from here? To the doctors, to the party. So for a specific destination in mind, we are using this preposition word. There is a to in a sentence. The next one, towards. Movement in the direction of something. It is a movement in the direction. Look at the word direction of something. Towards. Where you have to use the preposition word towards. It is movement in direction. D-I-R-E-C-T-I-O-N. Direction of something. He was walking melancholy towards me. He was sitting with his back towards me. Where he is sitting? He was sitting with his back towards me and pointing out the direction towards me. It movement, that is the movement in the direction of something. He was sitting with his back towards me. That is the pointing out the direction. The next, through. Movement across something from one side of it to other. That is from here to there. The train went through the tunnel. He cut through the gauze. Where the train moved? The train went through. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. The train went through the tunnel. Movement across. The movement across the. For that purpose, we are using the preposition word as through. The next one, across. Movement from one end of something to the other. From this end to that end. Across. From this point to that point. He walked across the road. He walked across the road means from left side to right side. He crossed the road from this point to that point. He walked across the road. The next one, over. O-V-E-R. Over. Describe something's position when it is above something else. Helicopters dropped leaflets over the city. I put a shawl over my shoulders. I put a shawl over my shoulders. Describe something's position. It gives the position when it is above something else. The next one, along. Movement in a line. Along. Movement in a line. Cars were parked all along the road. Movement in a line. It is arranged in a line. We walked along the river. It is movement in a line. Cars were parked all along the road. Along. The next one, in. In is very important, children. Something's position in relation to the area or space or place surrounding it. We are going to have our picnic in the park. Put the pickle in the cabinet. Where you have to put the pickle? Put the pickle in the cabinet. Something's position in relation to the area or space or place surrounding it. From here we are going to have our picnic in the park. Where? In the park. We are going. That is, we are moving. We are going to have our picnic in the park. We are moving. The next one, on. Describe something's position in relation to a surface. It describes the position of something in relation to the surface. There was an array of food on the table. The rain falling on the roof kept me from sleeping. The rain falling were on the roof. For the touching surface, we can use the word as on. The rain falling on the roof kept me from sleeping. On. It is the movement. On. Describe something's position. The rain falling. We are pointing out the position of rain. Something's position in relation to a surface. The rain falling on the roof kept me from sleeping. He wake up from that place. Why? Because of the rain falling on the roof kept me from sleeping. Into. Movement causing something to hit something else. That is the movement used to hit something else. He got into the car. That is the person, the man got into the car. The preposition word here we have used as into. Movement causing something to hit. To hit. Look at the word to hit. For that purpose we have to use the preposition as into. He got into the car. A preposition can be defined as a word or group of words that is in, on, out, of, from. Used before a noun, pronoun or gerund to show its relation to another word in a sentence. That's a preposition is a word used to join a noun or pronoun with other words in a sentence to make a meaningful sentence. And then there are three types of prepositions are there: preposition of time, place and moment. Children, now take your classwork. First mention the title as preposition. That is our 5th chapter grammar. And then you have to write the definition. First listen carefully and then you have to take down in your notebook. So listen. A preposition is a word that is used with a noun or pronoun and connects it with the other words in a sentence. Again listen children, preposition means it is a word and it is used with either with a noun or pronoun in a sentence and it connects with the other words. It connects other words in a sentence. So that is known as preposition. Preposition means it is a word children and that is used with a noun or pronoun and connects it with the other words. It connects other words, the words which are in the sentence. It connects, that is preposition will connect the words in a sentence. Now look at the example. I stood behind Mita. So listen here, the person is standing behind. So behind. So here the preposition word used is behind. So preposition means it is a word which is used with either a noun or pronoun and it connects with the other words in a sentence. It connects. Now look at this word. I stood Mita. Is it any meaning is there? No. When you add the preposition only, there is a proper meaning in that sentence. I stood behind Mita. Now look at this types of preposition. There are three types of preposition. The first one is the preposition of place and second one is the preposition of moment and third one is the preposition of time. So write like this children. That is, first you have to mention the title and then you have to write the definition. After completing the definition, you have to write the types of preposition. That is preposition of place, preposition of moment and preposition of time. Now look at the first one, that is preposition of place. A preposition of place tells us where someone or something is. It tells about the place, where the thing is. So where someone is standing or where someone is sitting or where something is. So it gives the answer for this, that is known as preposition of place, which we have already seen under the example. So listen children, a preposition of place tells us where someone or something is. Where something is, where it is. So it represents about place. So the words which you can use for the place, to occupy the place, to identify the preposition of place are in, on, under, over, near, at, in front of, between, behind, beside, below, above, by, inside, from. These are the words used as preposition of place to give the sentence a complete meaning. Look at the example. I found my pencil under the chair. Where do you find your pencil? Under the chair. So it represents about the place. The word under, it stands as the place. It is a preposition and it is used as to refer as a place. I found my pencil under the chair. Where did you find? I found my pencil under the chair. It represents about the place. Now leave one line. The next it is the preposition of movement. That is a preposition of movement tells us about the movement of someone or something. Whereas the preposition of place tells us where someone or something is. But here there is preposition of movement. It tells about the movement. So look at the word movement. So it gives us the meaning about the movement of someone or something. About the movement of someone or something. So look at the words which you can use as a preposition of movement are up, down, into, onto, around, across, although, through, to, towards, over. So these are the words used as a preposition of movement. So preposition of movement means it tells us about the movement. So look at the word movement of someone or something. Now look at the example children. We hurried towards the beach. Where? We hurried towards the beach. Here, movement. The persons are not standing in a place, whereas they hurried. They hurried towards the beach. Where means it's a towards. We hurried towards. That is a movement. Here, towards means it refers to the movement. We hurried towards the beach. Look at the next one, children. That is preposition of time. The word itself we can identify that it refers to the time. A preposition of time helps us to talk about time. It gives the information about the time. So this preposition stands to refer the time. The preposition word refers to time are in, on, at, after, before, since, far, by, till, during, and then from to. So these are the words used as preposition of time. The preposition of time means it helps us to talk about the time. It gives information about the time. It is the preposition word which is used to refer the time. Look at the example. They should reach home by 8 p.m. Here by is there. The word by, it refers to the time. So it is the preposition word which is used to refer a time. They should reach home by 8 p.m. So children, learn and write the definition and types of preposition in your classwork notebook. Along with this, I will send you the worksheet of preposition. Write it and you have to take a photocopy and send it to me. Thank you.